Yeah, do that.
Yeah, just give him a link to my thing.
Can you link it in chat?
Yes, I can. I just need to copy it. Go to the slide that says Inu.
Give me 2 seconds.
Reminder. Yeah. Boss, fetch me seal little FC buffs.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but sure, buddy.
He means the tether is short on Minos, on the
Oh,
Minotaurs.
okay, yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Was he was just asking if the tether is short on Minotaurs, and it is for Namaru.
Okay.
I just don't say you can do it so it's long though. That's the thing.
I think Far War is long, no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, no, sorry about
But don't do Far War, please. It's just like it's not even efficient. Like everyone has to move farther. Like, yeah, just don't.
That and with gear now, like the only two
that. Why
people
did my hotbar
feeling
not
any
save?
real hurt should be in winter, mostly winter.
Yeah. Well, my gear got better, so I should have more vitality. So. But yeah.
I need to get my
All
roll
right,
book.
let's get the fuck in and out of here.
So is it just me, or does Baro look like he doesn't have his jobs
What?
going on, or am I on crack?
No, you were right. It freaked me out for a moment too.
Okay.
Okay, try again. We're
Okay.
good.
I was like, wait a minute. Are we going with a marauder?
Oh,
No,
That's
I
why.
looked down and I freaked out too because it was like, why is my hotbar all fucked up? Oh, right, my gear sets aren't saved on this one.
Oh, you didn't download them from your whatever.
And one prize PC, I can only do so much.
I see.
you're good.
Oh, this guy has an ultimate weapon. Holy shit. For a class he plays.
Oh,
That's a-
before we go in, real quick.
Ah,
Probably tell him what corner he's at, just to,
Oh, my wing marks and speeds are missing.
I mean, I can put them up.
Yeah, here, I can do the corners real quick. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, right? For the corners?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do this real quick so he knows where to go. Pretty sure I'm on this corner. And that should be it, right? It's just the same color. To go to and V center, because that's where we stuck.
tight traps, ship up. What am I feeling today?
Okay, that's it, right? I don't have to do anything else, right? That's it. That's pretty
I
much.
don't think so.
Okay, alright, there we go.
Oh yeah. Somebody want to tell him what stack or spread spot he is?
Didn't we just do that?
That was
I-
birds and towers.
Oh, aren't we just doing the same color for spreads?
For what?
Is that now how we do this?
Pretty much, I think. Yeah.
Right? You just go to the same color. It should work out.
It'll work out for him, but everyone else already knows where they're going to be.
Yeah, we're countdown.
I guess we'll see. Oh shit, I don't have food up.
I mean, it depends, because I'm actually not in for purgation, I think.
Yeah, everyone just do what you normally do. It'll be on red.
Condensed.
Oh, just shared it. I guess he didn't know to take.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, sharing is actually better.
Letters.
I guess.
Green mode.
See, I can sense you seething in the background.
Right. Condensed.
Oh.
Uh.
Got it. She might need some healing when he gets up there.
Field Samba's out.
Nah, healing hit like a spark of life.
DPS stack. DPS spread. Condensed. Modified healer groups. Outback immune.
That was absolutely terrifying on my screen.
Me?
Yes.
You ready for pot?
Lime Bowl South. DPS South.
Watch Browse HP.
Healer group coming up. Dispersed. Painkiller bird. Coming quickly. Hold your 2 minute.
Oof. Got him.
Not sure what happened.
You just died to not enough health.
Yeah, but
DPS spread first.
Got holos that after this.
DPS.
double stack.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, that was me, my bad. Fuck.
Winter.
Letters. Right. Condensed. DPS spread.
I'm moving.
DPS stack. Dispersed. Knockback immune. Line bowl letters. DPS letters. Healer groups. Condensed. Quadrant buddies coming up. Painkiller bird. Going quickly. Hold your 2 minute.
Left.
DPS spread. DPS spread again. DPS stack for the next 2. Shield Samba in 5. DPS is stacking. Go to letters. Heading south. Damn it, incoming. DPS bait. Yes, harvest. South is south.
Ooh, sail. Couldn't catch him like he was.
I'm trying to get back to y'all.
Line ball letters. Tank healer line ball. Getting up. Not touching anything, I will still get a bleed. Healer groups, healer groups. I do not have shield Samba.
Okay, I'm starting GCD.
Move up and pump damage.
And then just stay here, just stay here.
Yep, just stay here now.
Yeah, do you have Lily Root? The bell?
Lily's up. It's off to the corner. But we should be within range. Yep.
Gather up close so I can throw curing walls. Just to make sure.
Okay.
Even with the rando, I think it's pretty much all free for all.
Alright. How are we doing loot?
Rando,
rando.
because we have a random pug.
Cool.
I mean, if you want pants, go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if you need to take it for any reason.
Yeah.
Just can't make any promises with the rando.
Well, my Reaper has a 630 weapon.
Cool.
Nice.
That's fucking funny.
Whatever the opposite of RIP your hands is.
Yeah. I didn't expect to get it. That's the funny part. I was like, well. Alright, well that makes trading off a little easier tonight too.
Yeah, so since I didn't get a chance to talk to you, how are you doing?
What do you mean?
I mean just in general terms.
I'm it'll be alright. It'll have to be. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
It'll have to be alright. Tomorrow I may not be here though. More than likely.
Okay.
'Cause tomorrow's the funeral.
I mean, I'm surprised that you were able to make it tonight. I thought that, you know, you might not be able to, so thank you. Are you all up for
Go meld real fast.
Okay. Does anybody know what PF's put for 8? Because I don't.
We're probably not gonna get to that far with pugs. I mean,
I just want to practice mechanics.
just do up
I
dog.
don't-
Just do a fourfold prog up dog. I don't know. Manifold prog up dog. Up to
I
you.
would say manifold. Probably snake prog if anything.
I think we can do snakes, to be honest. But
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
Otherwise, yeah, I would say fourfold.
Well, just do happy medium. Just do manifold, because I also need to that last part I need to clean up.
Okay.
Because like I need to look for the birds or the double snakes, and I just always miss it. Because my brain is like focused on healing at that specific moment. I hate it when they put like attention-based mechanics where you have to pay attention during healing-based mechanics. You know?
Yeah, gives my
Yeah, my-
mind something to keep busy on.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
my
like, I don't
my
pay
eyes are on the
attention.
health bars, not on the fucking boss's cast. So it's like, and I have to look at the edge of the arena at the same time. Fuck that.
I mean, I'll be honest. At least it's more interesting than 7.
That's true.
Yeah.
Does anyone have the raid plan or the toolbox to Far War? I kind of want to look at it.
I do. Let me give it to you. I just had this up open all the times.
Thank you. Oh god.
Yep, it's yep. I mean, it's doable. It's just like it's more precision than Inu.
Did anybody have logs for that fight?
I can upload them.
So what killed us during death? Cause like I'm pretty sure I was on my spot, but like 4 people died somehow.
Was it you're talking about death or
Oh,
or
shit.
random?
Death during death.
I forgot. I don't have FF logs installed right now, so I would have to do it later.
I can upload them later.
Dude, my parts for that is forever
Momento.
cursed. I had to LB3 and I was stuck in animation for like 20 seconds, and then I had to GCD heal like 20 times. I wish I could GCD heal without feeling guilty, you know? Like, that would be nice.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it just feels bad. Every time I press it, I feel like I'm, you know.
Well, I kind of like being able to be required to healing, because like, what's the
Well,
point
I like
playing
it too,
a
but I just
healing-
don't like to be punished for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
What
I mean,
your
that's kind
dots
of the
for?
trade-off of playing healer is you don't do damage during times where you have to heal.
Yeah, I honestly wish there was more healing. I want to press more GCDs, but it's just like, it's so suboptimal to press your GCD healing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a change I would like.
Yeah,
Rating is for
yeah.
us to be more healer-based than just slamming as much DPS as possible.
Yeah.
Because in all honesty, if I'm playing a healing class, I want to be healing. But I do also want to contribute. Yes, like it'd be cool if we had more abilities, kind of like how Earthly Star and Macrocosmos work, in which you heal and you also deal DPS while you're healing.
It depends on the skill, right? Because a size, I don't like a size in that you don't use it to heal. You use it to DPS, and you have to use it to DPS no matter what.
Well,
And like,
yeah,
you only get lucky if you get to heal. So I'm personally not a fan of healing abilities that also do damage, because that just implies you have to use it for damage and not for healing. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, the trade-off would be that it wouldn't do enough DPS to like.
So what else
justify
do
using
I?
it for DPS over?
What else do I put in here? Because I'm getting like snarky fucking tells. Like, hey, did you update the description at all?
Did you put up dog or uptime dog, whatever?
Yeah, I said manifold
Okay.
prog uptime dog.
Is it because it's
That's-
marked as loot and duty complete and stuff?
Oh fuck. That's
Oh
why.
yeah, you're trolling, dude.
Accidental trolling.
That's fine.
These
Just-
people are like, wait a minute. Why are
Just
they
give them a
fucking...
response of, whoops, we didn't mean to do loot.
I like how they didn't tell you how to fix it, but like, just named you for it.
True.
Like,
Yeah,
why?
like
Who the fuck
Very
does that?
passive.
Did you expect
Yeah.
anything different?
because
Well, on
great-
Crystal they tell you. Like, on
Listen,
Crystal, I get
no,
tells.
it's the TLDR great community, by the way.
I mean, it also depends, because right now it's kind of like prime time for raiding, so you're getting everybody in here. When
You're
it's
getting
like,
other people with big egos.
yeah. So when
Yeah,
it's not prime time hours, you'll get the more people who will just say, hey, I know you're doing a prog party, but you've got it set to loot.
Welcome to my
y-
blacklist.
Damn.
No, like if you want to be like that, like I don't have the time or the patience.
Yeah. I'm so tempted to buy the golden beaver, but it's fucking 26 mil.
You know, I actually don't know what all the different party finder tags mean.
Which one don't you understand, like, specifically?
Like duty complete and duty completion.
Duty completion means your goal is to complete the duty, which means you haven't completed it. And duty complete means you can only join that PF if you've completed it.
Yeah, if you've cleared it at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
generally
Yeah,
if
and
you
then-
see duty completion and duty on it, it's a clear for one party. Which means they just want one person who isn't cleared yet and everyone else to have already cleared so that that person can get their clear.
Yeah. And usually they put it as clear for one.
Yeah,
What is,
Unless they're assholes, but
AKC41.
yeah.
and
Oh,
that's duty complete, you said, if they've already cleared?
Yeah, duty complete, you can only join if you have cleared at least once.
so did y'all hear that it came out that the Bayonetta voice actress was lying?
About what?
Oh, no way.
Wait,
I have like
So-
no interest in Bayonetta, so I don't really care. Like I've seen that
It's
all over
just-
my Twitter feed.
the,
It's like-
the entire situation is a fucking circus.
That was my basic
how-
understanding.
By the way, Sayo, I think you should remove duty complete then.
Yeah,
hang
because
on.
that only allows people who have already
Fucking-
completed.
Oh my god.
Dude, welcome to the PF life, man.
Like, I hate the way that this all works.
Yeah, I gotta say, Final Fantasy 14 UI is the most god awful thing I've ever experienced in my life.
It is.
Yeah, but everything else is great. It's just well, not everything else is great, but like most of the stuff is great. But it's just like
The content
this-
is great.
yeah, but the UI
Um,
to access the content is just dog shit, in my opinion.
And then people wonder why we put in mods, right?
Yeah,
Or why,
I
why
wouldn't-
mods
I
are even
wouldn't-
discussed.
I wouldn't say it's total dog shit. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I don't think it's total dog
yeah,
shit. I think
it's
that
an exaggeration, but like yeah, it's not great though.
there's an asterisk there. I like I like their controller support. It's really good in
Yeah,
my
like-
opinion.
Oh yeah,
the-
no,
the
that's like revolutionary.
That's like gold standard shit right there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it's not used in more conversations about porting more tab targeting MMOs to console.
Oh, yeah, it looks
Um,
like they're saying that sources were given to Bloomberg that said she
Yes.
was going to get 3,000 to 4,000 a session for 5 sessions.
Yeah, and they wanted her for 5 sessions, but she turned it down because she said that she wanted the 6-figure sum plus residuals, which
Six
obviously
figures?
yeah,
Holy shit.
which
Now,
Hollywood
I think,
actors wouldn't even get that.
yeah, I was like, that's a little greedy. Or
Right.
like,
That is a little greedy.
It's like there's
Because-
knowing your
See, that's
worth,
actually-
and then there's that.
Right.
yeah, like 20K to do 5 sessions where you're only doing a couple hours a day voice acting is
Yeah,
actually really fucking
It
good.
would have been about 16 to 20 hours for $20,000.
Yeah, over
um,
5 sessions, which means she's
yeah.
only doing 3 to 4 hours a day.
Right, and then she went and she said that they were only offering her $4,000. You know why? Because after she said no, they hired Jen Hale, and then they were like, okay, well you can do a cameo if you want, and we'll give you $4,000. And she said no, and then she started a Twitter war.
Oh, is
She
this
started
the English one? The English voice
Yes.
actress?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, can't be the Japanese voice actress. They're like usually not like that.
And then
Well, no, because the Japanese
she
voice
went on a
actress
virtue
and idol
crusade and took advantage
on
of
her
people.
Yeah, it's I just think like when you do that kind of shit, it just takes away
Oh,
from
she'll-
the people who are actually struggling with that stuff, you know?
She
Like-
will never work again in voice acting.
Damn, GG.
Like
Well,
that was
no,
GG.
but-
She just broke an NDA for no reason.
Yeah, that community is very tight knit, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, the
No,
voice
you're not wrong.
actor community here in the U.S. is, for the most part, kind of tightly
Because I watch
Um,
Critical Role and like they pretty much don't all know each other.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So a lot of it is that because there's not a lot of voice acting work in the U.S. compared to Japan,
Yeah.
and there's not a large community of them. They all mostly are in unions. There's
Yeah.
like one or
It's
two.
it's.
There's a
I was just gonna chime in. It's like for any actor or actress, it's almost a requirement to join like SAG or whatever their union is
Yeah.
in order to get
Yeah.
work,
I see.
yeah.
which I think is bullshit because I'm generally anti-union, but that's a whole nother topic.
Ah, okay.
I'm kind of in the middle
I don't know shit about unions, so I'm not gonna
because
say
I
anything.
think there's some things unions do right. I think there's a lot they also do wrong. Like I don't think it should be a requirement to join one. I think it should be up to. But I think having a group that can help negotiate better pay when we have a lot of like
I have no problem with collective
that-
bargaining. It's just I hear the horror stories of what happens with modern day unions, and it's usually not doesn't end well.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
like the
almost
unions are
mo-
corrupt? The unions are corrupt, or the
it's almost like modern day HOAs.
yeah, it's a little bit of corruption, and also like they take a lot more money than they need. Like in reality, you shouldn't even be paying dues to a fucking union because they don't like them. In reality, it should be more like a collateral thing they do, where people just collectively bargain. But they take money and they say it's in case they need it, but in reality, a lot of it just goes to the union people.
And they add a lot of
It's just-
unnecessary bureaucracy.
That too.
I see.
And
Reminds
there's
me of a
also-
I
different
mean-
group.
Yeah.
Speaking as somebody that's actually in a government union, the one that I'm in is nothing but good.
To be fair, government unions are not bad. It's mostly the private sector ones and the humongous ones.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, that's one of the
There's-
downsides of capitalism, but it is what it
There's
is.
also the only like I think unions should really be for collective bargaining when it comes to money. I don't think they should be doing like a whole bunch of political lobbying, let alone
Oh, I hate that shit.
protecting bad workers from being able to be fired.
The most common area you'll hear about that in is education, where it's
Yeah,
almost
like-
impossible to fire shitty teachers.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ.
That's thanks to the unions.
Yeah, I'm not a major fan of tenure. I firmly believe a teacher should be peer reviewed every year. If mental health professionals and normal medical health professionals are required to be peer reviewed yearly and can lose their license at any time based off of malpractice, teachers should be able to do so for not being able to.
No, I also think our like rubric are like, well, in California, it was like the No Child Left Behind bullshit, where every kid just learned the same thing.
Oh, that's everywhere.
I think. Oh, okay. I think that's.
Yeah,
so
that's
stupid.
national.
I think
Yeah.
that's stupid.
That's been around for at least 25 years.
Yeah. Because
I
like
would
that
like
limits
to see-
teachers and like that limits teachers. So even like a great teacher can't do shit if they have to if you have to teach.
Yep.
That, you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. So
That's why I'm an advocate for school choice.
yeah.
Same.
So I went to public school, and for those that aren't aware, I have, visual
Learning
disabilities plus like motor disabilities.
Not really learning disability, but visual disability, which doesn't fucking help.
So long story short, I had a one-on-one aid that would help me, like navigate hallways or help with note taking or just in general communication with teachers. And she was, just one of the moms in the community. After a while, they were threatening her job because she didn't have any certifications. It's like she's
That's
literally just
stupid.
helping him do
That's
stuff.
Stupid, dude. That's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, and as someone who's also been in nothing but public schools and really ghetto public schools, aka gang fights, people getting stabbed in the school, and etc., I am a firm believer that you definitely should have school choice. Um, at one point, I was, because of how the districting was, I was required to get in a bus and go to a school 20 minutes away when there was a school literally a 5-minute walk away from the place I was staying.
Yikes.
That's a yikes.
Mm-hmm. And so in general, I do prefer school choice. I prefer having schools like charter schools and magnet schools and like schools. I think there should be special schools for different learning levels, and that way there is no child left behind because you're in a class full of peers who are about at your level of learning. Like, I'll be honest, I slept through 90% of school because my
Not
area
challenged.
didn't offer.
You weren't
Not
challenged.
challenged. Yeah, I wasn't challenged. I literally, in all honesty, I should have been in like AP English classes, and I should have like graduated early. But because I lived in the fucking bumfuck nowhere in Alabama, they don't offer those kinds of classes or courses, and it just sucked because I was never challenged in school, so I slept through 90% of it. And my teachers would say something. My mom's like, well, you can't really yell at her when she's making straight 100s on everything because she's bored and there's nothing to do. And the teachers finally gave up on it, but they kept giving me side-eye, and I'm like, well, give me more specialized work. Give me extra credit stuff. Could have done that to be interested and kept me from sleeping. Didn't. That was on you. And
Yeah.
it kind of sucks because teachers can't do that kind of stuff, and it's like,
Right.
and
It's
then
not
they're
a
also
one-size
cramming.
Oh, sorry. Go
Sorry,
continue.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's why one-size-fits-all solutions don't generally work.
I agree.
No, like there
Gra-
should be.
And that's
I was
what's
very
that's also what
grateful
that's
when,
also what sucks about politics. They'll make this nice sounding title name for a bill like No Child Left Behind, and then you find out it's absolute garbo.
Yeah, when you actually read it, but then you have to read like 20 pages of nonsense.
And then they squeeze stuff that has nothing to do with what they're putting the bill out about into the
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
bill. So then you have to read between the lines to figure out what else they
Yeah.
fucking added.
And then the media will twist it so like,
If you're against
Some-
this
yeah.
bill, you're like a racist or some other form
yeah,
of
dude,
bigot.
I fucking hate virtue signaling, dude.
Oh, I despise it.
Oh, what do you guys think about that
Um,
school voucher like system that people have? I think it's a great idea, but I haven't read the like.
I don't know
finer
what it is.
details, so I don't know.
It's
But
another
basically-
it's another form of school choice. The money follows the student instead of going straight to the school. Is the
Yeah,
idea
so
is my understanding of the idea
yeah, so
behind
ideally
it.
you get to choose a school, you know. But then their argument is like, oh, all the kids will just go to private schools and then they teach religion there. But like,
Well,
I'm
if that's
pretty
what
sure
your parents
private
want,
schools
then
like they only teach religion like 10% of the time. You know what I mean? The rest is
Uh,
just like,
I'm not a particularly religious person, but I don't see that as a bad thing. That
I don't see that as a bad thing either. Cause like I mean, most religions teach like good values.
yeah,
You know what I
good
mean?
moral values.
Yeah,
I
so
don't really see that
yeah.
as a problem if that's where the parents are sending the kids.
Yeah,
Like,
if it's your parent, yeah. If it's your choice, then like you know what I mean.
Well,
Like compare a shitty school to a school that's much better, but just gonna teach your kid about Christianity. I would rather send my kid to a Christian school, even if I don't believe in it personally. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna hurt the kid, unless like
Well,
the teachers are
I
like
mean,
Jehovah's Witness or something. Yeah.
unless they're actually just going in there and peddling hate, but that's different.
The problem with a
Yeah.
system like this is
also
it just widens
depends
the
on-
gap. You know.
Yeah, that's true. But like, there's no perfect like solution. You know what I mean? It's like some people are gonna get left behind no matter what.
There are some people, like, the problem in general with U.S. education is that there's not a lot of resources into those learning disabilities. And No Child Left Behind was supposed to give them a leg up, but in exchange, it dumbed down content to their level, which then means you have a lot of people who are, like me, for instance, who were in ninth grade and already reading college texts and
Oh
understanding
yeah,
them,
I was
sitting
very
here
bored in school.
bored.
Well, I was
Yeah,
too.
so
Very, very bored.
I wasn't
yeah,
that
and
good,
then
but I
they
was
act
the
out.
I was the kid who at least was good enough to maintain B on a roll, and I generally did not study for tests.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
I still don't study for tests. Like, that shit's easy. But, and I take like 175 question exam like once every 6 months.
I mean, for me, it depends on the material, because a lot of tests these days, or at least like when you go into the college level, they try and trick you.
Yeah, I fucking hate that, man.
I do
Like
better
some of
with
these multiple choice questions are just like designed to trick you.
yeah, because they word it weird.
Yeah, like just
Which
ask
one of
straight
these-
up, you know.
It's funny
Which
because
one
I
of these
did.
Tried
This is
doing
not-
a Navy
not-
advancement exam.
not the
It's that
answer.
same shit.
Yeah, A or
What's-
B, A and B, neither A or B. I'm like, dude, that's just dude. Like, goddamn.
Yeah,
it.
sometimes a test becomes more about how to take a test rather than actual material.
Yeah, that's like a test taking meta. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
over. That's so dumb. And if you're a good parser and testing, then you just do better.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
funny is I can think of one particular subject, math. I did better with some of the simpler maths, particularly geometry. I was fairly decent at, pretty good at, but algebra I struggled with.
Let's be real.
Whereas I had a friend
I
who
was
was
the
a grade,
reverse.
yeah, I had a friend who was a grade below me who would piss off our math teacher because he would turn geometry into algebra and solve it that way.
That's funny.
Because he was also the reverse.
Dude, math teachers always give more help to the students that are doing good, but I'm just like, isn't that like a self-fulfilling prophecy? It's easier to teach good students than teach struggling students. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like sometimes I did struggle on math, but like
One thing I've heard,
I was lucky enough to have decent enough teachers that like, they always had office hours after school if I needed them.
what's funny is some of the more right-leaning individuals I listen to when they're criticizing, particularly public schools, is that it's especially bad for boys. Because boys don't like to sit still. It's not in their nature.
I
It kind of
would
break.
agree with that.
It kind of breaks them down, makes them sit still, learn in a way that girls typically learn.
Yeah, the left wingers always say like girls are disadvantaged in schools, but that's not really. If you look at the statistics, girls do way better than boys in school, like in general.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're graduating from colleges more. So if anything,
The argument is that
yeah.
this faculty pushes the boys more.
Well, in my experience, in my personal experience, all my teachers liked the female students because they were obedient and always did their homework, and the boys were like the rambunctious ones,
So,
and like we always got the side eye. But that's just my personal experience.
how do I put it? Girls are more likely to graduate from college, but they're also more likely to deal with more bullshit when it comes to the hiring process.
Yeah, but I'm just strictly talking about
Because-
schools though.
So, school wise, though, females aren't really as disadvantaged as like probably in the 80s and 70s and 80s. Yes, absolutely. Nowadays, no. If anything, I think the people who tend to get most likely to, uh, barred from going to college tend to be those with lower income, and that's just simply because there's not enough scholarships to go around for them. And you have to really go to a decent school in order to like do well and have more chances to do well on scholarship. But it is possible in a lower income school to get a scholarship. It's not impossible, it's just harder because the curriculum isn't as robust as a say like a private school or a charter school or magnet.
Can we also talk
But
about how like
no.
I would
80% of the subjects we teach are just completely useless?
I was just about to say, I'd say, I would tell my kids to just say fuck it anyway. College is a scam.
It is, dude.
For
high
the
school
for
is
the
just,
for the
yeah,
vast
advertisement.
College is a lie.
for the vast majority of occupations,
Like unless
college
you're
is a
going to
scam.
unless
Doctor
you're
or
going to
lawyer,
STEM,
STEM
sure.
doctor
Or
or
like us-
lawyer. That's about.
Or
doctor,
a
lawyer,
dentist, or
STEM.
dentist.
That's it.
Yep.
I'm a big believer in trade schools.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's
Like
that's what sucks about the past is that college was a good accreditation at the time, way back when. But then our parents pushed all their kids to go to college, not only watering down the value of a college degree, we ended up doing so at the detriment of the trades. That's why I'm a huge fan of Mike Rowe and what he does these days.
Yo, trade schools are actually very expensive. Almost as expensive as the rest.
I'm not even saying going to a trade school.
So yeah, you sound very far away from your mic, buddy.
Go get an apprenticeship. Just go learn a trade. Like that's what
I
I
one now.
better, much better.
I agree,
That's
though.
that's what I ended up
Or
doing
trades.
after moving out here to California. I was struggling to get a job, and I was talking to my dad one day. He's like, "I need help. I could use some help. I got a big project, and I've been working for him for years now, doing handyman work. Well,
Yeah.
I could. I'm not as good as him, but he could basically build a house, and all
But
he would
I-
need to do is watch YouTube videos. Where it's like, I can do a lot of stuff. I can do electrical. I can do plumbing. I can do quite a bit of work now.
I will say though, a lot of trades now require certification.
If you want to be a contractor, maybe.
Yeah, because I'm trying to open my own massage business, but I need a massage license, and that should cost 20 grand. I recently tried to go get one, and I'm
There are
just like,
jokes I can make but won't. There are jokes I can make but won't. There are jokes I can make but won't.
yeah, I know, but like, yeah,
No happy endings.
yeah.
Damn it! You knew where I was going. So, God, I need to start shopping for parts, and then, Jinx, I need to know
What?
what do I need to pay you to build a PC for me? Because I don't want to fuck around with these parts. I know I'll fuck up somehow.
That depends on whether or not you want me to build it on site. Or somehow ship it to you.
Probably somehow ship it to me because, building it on site would require you to go cross country.
This may be
And-
blasphemous to say, but pre-build is not bad.
Yeah, I would, cause like you would have to pay Jinx the shipping money too, and shipping a PC is not that cheap.
It's actually about $300 to $400 cheaper to actually get the part, send them to his address, and then send him the money to ship it and everything than it is to actually go through a pre-made. And the pre-mades are very limited on what graphics cards they have.
Yep.
I've been
Let's see.
shopping through those because I did it for my last PC, the current gaming rig that's going to be the streaming rig when I get the new.
Using
And
my
I could only get a 1660 because of the lack of graphics cards.
for streaming
Well, right
PC,
now, I
that's
think you can
fine.
pick, right? You can pick from like any of the 30 series.
Yeah, don't be afraid of the used market either.
Oh yeah, the 30 series is actually reasonable now.
Yeah, I think.
But
you
I
can
was
pick
gonna
fine.
say, using my standard handyman rate, it maybe probably do it for. Trying to think of how long it'd take me to build it. It's been a little while.
Like, I could get the part
Yeah, I'm not.
for like 1200. That's how cheap it is. To get a custom PC built with those same parts for like CLX or Origin or any of the big ones, like $1,700.
Well, the companies
It
you
is-
listed are really bad though. For like
Well, what
pre-built
companies would you
PCs.
guys use?
Right now I'm not sure, but I think let me check.
Yeah,
I
can't
think
say 'cause they're
there's
probably-
two new ones, right? There's like Linus has one that he endorses. I'm not sure
Linus
if that's
has
true.
one and Asmon has one.
Yeah, I think they're both decent to be honest.
Linus does
I don't-
not
I don't
have
think-
one.
Linus does not have one. He just endorses one.
He doesn't endorse
Yeah,
it. He
He has a pre-roll YouTube ad now that that he shills for.
So he doesn't endorse that brand even though he's in the ad.
I don't know.
Oh well, maybe he.
I thought it did.
I
That's kind of weird. I was.
I don't know about this pre-roll ad. I could be wrong, but I watched his review of the Starforge Labs, and I was under the assumption he didn't really fully endorse any of them.
I mean, it seemed like he was okay with Starforge, but like Starforge seems very expensive to me.
I would not go with Starforge. I'm concerned about the company's longevity.
Yeah.
There's
Anyway,
I forget what the name of the Linus one. Fuck.
I would probably build the PC for maybe $100 plus shipping.
Yeah, that would not be bad.
And like I said before, 1660 is perfectly fine for a streaming PC because you're not really using the card outside of the NVENC encoder anyway.
Yeah, no, I wasn't planning to replace
I got a 1050 Ti in my stream PC.
Yeah, no. What I'm using currently now for my streaming PC is like here, you know what? So it's a like a El Cheapo pre-made from Asus.
Asus isn't a bad brand.
No, they're not a bad brand. I like them for a lot of stuff.
I don't know if we're getting any hits, guys.
I don't think so either.
Okay, so
Like- I'll sit here for a little while longer, but like,
Yeah, it's pretty chill just hanging out.
Yeah.
yeah, I have an i5 CPU with at grade 3 gigahertz RAM lasting. It has a 250 gigabyte SSD.
I assume that's your boot drive.
Yeah, and I think it has a 1050 normal GTX. No.
that's
That's
no, I don't think it, 1050. I think it's like maybe it's a normal 10.
1050 really isn't
I don't think the
gaming
1050.
grade.
I don't think the 1050. Oh no, I think it does exist. Never mind.
Oh, 1050 absolutely exists. It's probably not something that you want to deal with though.
Yeah. Well, I saw this pre-built. That's like $1,000. That has a 3060 in it, and that's actually a pretty good card. So,
That's not bad.
It's
like you
actually-
might be able to get good deals on pre-builds even.
Yeah, if you find a
Yeah.
deal for a 30 series, you won't even need a streaming PC.
Yeah, just try to get a
Yeah,
30
that's
series.
true.
They're really good. Like 3070, I would recommend.
Like
Now,
next
how
time
loud is the graphics card though?
Right now, they're very quiet these days.
yeah,
you
the
build a
3000.
3070, not that loud.
Yeah, the 3000
Yeah,
series is
my
pretty quiet.
1660 current is like loud as fuck.
Would
My
you say a 3070 is an upgrade over a 2080? In general,
at a minimum, it's a lateral. At a minimum. So yeah,
Yeah.
probably a slight upgrade.
You could also go AMD. They're like pretty comparable now.
Yeah,
so
How much
My
longer
next-
are we given the
I
Yeah.
want to give it another half an hour just because I'm not really that like concerned because we are like just hanging out. But like if anybody needs to go, I'm not gonna like.
okay. I don't know, I'm kind of like,
it's funny
Yeah,
because
let me
do I
look
wanna
up
for
some
wait
pre-builds
30
for
more
you
minutes, or do I
while
want
I'm-
to try soloing variant dungeons?
If anything, Rue, like if you wanted to go do criteria or variant, I would probably want to go with and just like get some paths done because I know how to get them done.
Okay. Just depends on y'all. I mean,
yeah, it's
But
funny.
it depends on when we decide that we're stopping.
It's funny because my 2080 Ti is capped and it keeps like every 10 to 30 seconds it keeps boosting the fans.
Yeah, I'm looking for a quieter
I
build
feel
also.
like
That's because I don't keep my frames capped. Probably has a fair amount to do with it. And I got the VRAM on the backside that's not getting hit by the fans. That's probably what's actually causing it.
so with G-Shade on, I tend to go down to like 60 or 70 frames in a place like either Limsa or like one of the exploratory zones like Eureka or Bosnia.
Yeah.
I wish I had that level during those. Mine goes down to like 15.
Sitting out here in what's this, North Shroud? South Shroud by Amdamore Keep. I am maintaining at least 120.
Yeah, I'm in Ultima Thule right now. In the Beast Tribe area. I'm anywhere from 119 to 128 with
Yeah.
the light G-Shade on.
If I'm out like in front of the Free Company House or something, that'll bump up
That'll
to
go up
like,
to like 140.
yeah, at least 140, 160. That's about the same.
What I'm
It's about
most
the
concerned
same
about
in
is
fights.
like I'm concerned. I mean, not really concerned, but like I don't know what the graphical update is going to do to system requirements and to like average system performance.
It shouldn't be that bad, right?
I don't know what they're doing, so I can't speak to that really.
Because
Yeah.
anything above 60 is good, right? Because like past 60 is just like for this game, it's like just extra,
It
you know?
depends because if I try and turn G-Sync on, even if it's past 60 FPS, it'll start to chug.
So, are you
Like
saying
this-
you have a 2080 right now?
Yeah.
He has a 2080. I have a 2080 Ti.
Yeah, I don't think I would not get a 3070.
Yeah, I think you guys are fine, to be honest.
Yeah, 30.
Those
Like I
consoles are
said,
powerful.
3070 is a lateral move. Just to
'Cause
get.
I'm doing 4K 60 FPS at with a 2070, so
With max settings.
yeah. Well, I turned the shadows a little down because like they're kind of useless, but yeah.
Yeah, my next upgrade. I'm waiting for the next gen because I want the AM5 platform to mature a little, and I want to wait for the next gen of RDNA. Although I'm fully.
When you say next gen of RDNA, are you talking about the ones that are coming out in 3 weeks?
No, the generation after that. That'd be RDNA 3, 4. No, this is RDNA 3. Yeah, I'm waiting for RDNA 4 and Zen 5. Yeah, Zen 5.
Yeah. The only thing that kind of like it's kind of weird, right? But the only thing that kind of keeps me on the Nvidia side at the moment is Nvidia broadcast.
I don't even know what that is.
Basically it uses the unused RTX cores to do some audio processing to remove echo from your mic and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I don't really use or care about their software suite, so it's not a big deal to me. I don't even care about ray tracing.
Oh, I definitely don't care about ray tracing because there's no game that I play that has it.
True.
Like I
Like,
play this game, you know, and I
it's-
play either like
Yeah, it's like it's cool
Old
tech, but I
games
don't
or-
really care. I really don't care about all the upscaling stuff.
I mean,
If
only
anything, it kind of pisses me off because they advertise like the 3090 as a.
wise that I would like to see happen is like a lot of the textures in this game were absolute butt cheeks.
Yeah, I agree.
What really annoyed me was when they brought out like the 3090 and saying it was like an 8K card. It's like, bitch,
No, it's not.
it's not a fucking 8K card.
The 4090 is not an 8K card.
That's part of the. That's one of the major reasons why I hate like DLSS. Is like it allows them to get away with making those kinds of advertisements. Like, no, you don't have the horsepower to actually do that. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Also, most consumers aren't even at 4K yet, right?
Well, I mean, and until 4K 144 becomes the standard, that's not going to
Yeah.
happen.
Like the monitors haven't even caught up yet. Like the 140 hertz 4K monitors are super expensive right now.
I think what's pretty common, I want to say 1440p is becoming fairly common.
Yeah, I think that's really easy to
It's
achieve.
so it's
Yeah,
like if you want
right now-
quality, you go 1440p, which you can still get decently high refresh rates with that.
Yeah, so
Or-
I'm running a
or if you wanna-
1440p 144 monitor on my main rig.
Yeah, I'm running a ultra wide 1440 120 hertz.
Nice.
Yeah, it's either 1440 if you want to bump in quality, or you just stay at 1080 and jack the shit out of your refresh rate. This is what I find to be the most common: is super high refresh rate 1080 or 1440.
I
being
mean,
the most
again,
common.
this game's textures can't even keep up with that at the moment. Like, if you see, like, God forbid, like, if you're not modding, right, and then you go into a cutscene and you see, like, one of the twins' hair,
Yeah. Or some trees in the older zones. Gross.
Yeah, with this my main game, it's being my main game and playing on vanilla, I have no reason to go beyond 1080 right now.
Yeah, that's true. But you should try 4K.
I find
4K
I
plus
find it
G-Shape,
I-
kind of nice actually.
Oh man.
I watched a couple tech reviews on the 4090 and I find it hilarious.
I find it hilarious
How
that they're charging.
how monstrously powerful that card is.
I mean, it's a 450 watt card.
Wow, that's crazy. My whole
No,
PC
like
is
you are hit in certain games. You are hitting engine caps apparently.
I heard that you'd be like, there's no CPU right now that would not bottleneck it.
Until you go down to like 1080p, yeah. CPU will absolutely bottleneck that card. Like I said, watching, like, I think it was the J2Sense review, they found they were actually, for a couple games, they were hitting like 180 some odd frames, which was the engine cap for that game. They found,
that's crazy.
because it was like the 4090 and I want to say like the 3090 Ti were both hitting that same limit. About. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, this card is. The game literally cannot keep up with the card. Yeah, 450 watts, yuck.
Yeah, your electricity bill is gonna like skyrocket.
Yeah, right?
Also, I'd be.
I
you just
don't
need,
even
like,
I don't even
I
think
mean,
about
you
I don't even think about the
You
electricity
probably need
bill.
a new power supply to run the fucking
You also
thing.
need an outlet that's like super surge protect. You know, like.
Yeah, you need it on its own circuit.
Yeah.
You want to turn your freaking game room, bedroom, wherever you have that thing, into a sauna. That's where you put it.
Guess what? My fucking 2080 already does that.
And that's a 250, 260 watt card.
I mean, like this game runs at about 81C.
Yep, that's about where I sit at too.
Like in the summer, it's terrible.
Oh yeah. Tell me about it.
Oh, you guys have air cooling?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
I want to go balls to the walls and do a custom loop on my next build.
Yeah, but liquid cooling also has its own problems. Like, my what do you call it? I had a liquid cooling system, but like it started making noise, so I had to fucking replace the whole thing. Now I'm air cooled because I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, it is extra maintenance, more parts,
Yeah.
more points of failure, etc., etc. But I haven't done a
Yeah,
full.
but in the summer it's really cool. So
I have a dumb question. For y'all that are air cooling, do you guys have a case with the spot for the radiator still on top?
Yes.
What do you
Yes.
do with all those holes, like that big open space? I need to cover it, right, for dust?
yeah, I have
Um,
a thing like a what do you
Well,
call this
mine's
thing?
actually on a
be-
test bench right now.
to be honest with you, like I just clean the inside of it twice a year.
Okay.
Mine's actually just sitting on a test bench because I thought it'd be cool. I like the Praxis wet bench.
Hmm.
I thought it looked cool, so I was like, "Ooh, let's put it on a test bench instead of a case."
I kind of want like to hang mine behind my monitor on a wall, but I don't know how safe that is. Like, it
If
looks
you
cool, but I don't know.
if you can for where you're
My
for where you're ultimately gonna place it, as long as you have at least one stud, you'll be fine.
I see. No,
mine's
I
actually
meant the
hanging
cooling.
from like a
You'd have to liquid cooler, right? Because like the ambient room is gonna be too hot in the summer, I guess.
You
If
have
it's
to
out
put,
wait,
in the open.
would liquid cooling fix that?
yes and no.
Because I mean, like
It
I
probably would
wanna,
not. It probably would not do much for your room because all liquid cooling does is, in a more efficient manner, takes the heat away from the component and puts it somewhere else to be exhausted away.
Yeah, which is that's somewhere else in the closed room. Like there's nowhere for the heat to go besides the room.
Yeah, but I'm saying your parts won't be like affected by the temperature of the room. Whereas if you're like completely air cooled, like in the open, like
Oh yeah.
you're blowing hot air onto your components. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. I was actually talking about like me in the summer.
no.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It won't do anything for you. It'll keep your parts a little bit cooler. Again, it's more efficient and it's taking that heat and exhausting it out
Like
somewhere else.
I actually invested in a space air conditioner for this room 2 years ago.
Yeah, your options are either open the door or open a window, and maybe put a
Or
fan in it.
air
Ooh, what about
conditioner.
like a refrigerated case? Like
Um,
slightly refrigerated case.
Linus did that. It didn't work out.
It didn't work out. Damn.
You cannot put a PC in a fridge. That does
Well, I meant
not
like
work.
not a full power fridge, but like just a slightly, like slightly below room temperature. You know what I mean?
I don't know how you achieve that,
I don't know either.
and I don't know how you achieve that with ventilation.
Yeah, but we can fly, right? So
Yeah, that's why the fridge doesn't
know what I
work.
mean?
That's why the
Like-
fridge doesn't work. The heat's continually being made, and it has nowhere to go. That's why.
I see.
That's why you can't just shove a PC in a fridge and be done with it.
Like I'm gonna assume that like I don't know the science behind how refrigeration actually works, but I'm going to assume that if you were to ventilate the fridge, you wouldn't get any cold air, or you wouldn't get any
That's
cold.
true. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I wouldn't get real cold either. It works the same way an air conditioner works. It just compresses like Freon or whatever to make it super cold. Then that cold air gets circulated within the fridge.
Fair enough.
At least if I'm understanding how that works correctly. 'Cause that's how it works when. Oh, sorry,
Yeah, I
wait,
think
brother.
I think I'm gonna drop the party. By the way, because
Yeah,
I don't
Alright,
think
I
I'm
don't
anybody's
think
gonna
it
this.
I'll be right back. I'm at my stream. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, having a PC in a fridge works fine if you circulate the air in the fridge. That seems the fridge capable of cooling more than you. Exactly. And your average high-powered gaming PC, it can't handle that. But I am going to end the stream here because unfortunately it looks like we're not getting any P8S prog in. No tank bites. Big deal. Go figure. No tanks. You have a good night, Midday. Appreciate you watching. I should be back, hopefully, tomorrow at about 7 p.m. PST, where we will try and find some pugs again. But until then, you guys have a great rest of your day, whatever time it is for you. Love and appreciate you all. Stay awesome. And until next time, peace.